What's up guys, it's Zedius here and I'm back with another FIFA 17 video. Sorry there wasn't a video on Friday or over the weekend. Things got a little crazy and I just didn't have the time. So here you can see we're receiving both our monthly and weekly rewards. We get that kit right there for our monthly reward. We'll throw it on at some point, and then we start opening our packs. Paramurder Stacker, which is good because we need that high BPL for the Dele Alli Player of the Month that's available. We do get a draft token, which is super rare. That's the first one I've ever packed in 2 years of the draft being available. Overall, our packs were really disappointing. I just didn't think they were very good at all. We do get a lot of rare players to kind of just fill out the club. I'm at a stage where we don't need to build the coins because we have a club and a team that I'm comfortable with. So I'll pretty much throw most things just into the club and hang on to them until they have a value or until we need them. Just to kind of fill the club out a little bit. And there we get Shinji Kagawa. If I had opened, I couldn't get to these packs in time. If I had opened them just a little bit earlier, that Cola D-Jack would have been a one to watch. I think I opened them at like 10 after 1. But I just missed out on them. But it's no big deal really. I'm still happy with the players we got. We got a lot of squad fitnesses, and then we jump into our monthly rewards. So we get 3 informs. They could be anywhere from 81 to 90 whatever rated. There are some really good ones in there. But we're only getting 3, so I'd be happy with usable players. Anybody who could fit in a team at some point or could be useful off the bench, I'm gonna be happy with. Here we go, it's opening up, pretty big flare, and it's Kasper Schmeichel from Leicester, who actually has phenomenal stats for 86 rated goalkeeper. It's just a bit of a bummer that we actually ended up with Schmeichel because we have De Gea. That position's kind of filled. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that yet. But we also got Ben Yedder and Lanzini. Who Lanzini, very good card. I wish he was a cam. I loved him at cam. Ben Yedder, I've heard really good things about. I actually haven't used him. So here's the team we're going to the weekend league with. If you guys want to pause to take a longer look at that, I know it went kind of quick. Sorry about that. I like this team. I got that Ben Arfa in a one-to-watch pack. We did spend a little bit of coin on it. This episode will be kind of, I'm going to talk about where we're at, kind of catch you up, because there's only so much footage I can put into about an hour's worth of footage a week at most. So I want to, kind of update you guys on where we're at, what we're doing. I want to talk about this team. So originally, I start using Ben Arfa at central midfielder, Dele Alli at cam, and Harry Kane up front because I want to get that Dele Alli involved when we get it. I will get that Player of the Month Dele Alli for no other reason than it's fairly cheap. It's going to cost less than 100,000 coins. At the end, I show a couple of the squads that I did already. It's going to cost less than 100,000 coins. And we have that untradeable inform Harry Kane that has a perfect link, and you can do a lot of cool things with squads there. So this episode is going to be me explaining, and the footage you're seeing here is just the ends of games, just the very end, the score, the coins, and then where we're at in FUT Champs. I went 1 and win for my first 4 games. Not a great start. But so let's talk about the team. I have, right there, I'm using Dele Alli at cam and Harry Kane at striker, but eventually I will switch to Hatem Ben Arfa at cam. We have an untradeable Edison Cavani, who I play at striker, Di Maria out at right wing, and here's the game where I switch to that. Lassana Diarra in the midfield and Serge Aurier over at right back. We keep that trio of Man United players in the back there, center back and goalkeeper. And then we go kind of Juventus on the other side. We use our one-to-watch Pjanic, we use our Alexandro, and we use Quadrado on 7 or 8 chem over on the left wing instead of the right wing. So this team is good. I use Nangolan, Renato Sanchez off the bench, 2 players in the club, and Memphis Depay if I need an attacker. This team is good. This team is actually really good. Hatem Ben Arfa wasn't doing it for me at Cam. I haven't used him yet this year. Obviously, he's one to watch card. He hasn't gotten an inform. He doesn't play a ton for PSG, but I figured it was such a good card, and PSG are such a good team that, you know, he has the chance to get an inform. So I decided to stick with him when I was doing that one to watch upgrade stuff that you saw in the previous video. I did it again with a new player because we obviously stuck with Pjanic, who already does have an inform. But Ben Arfa is phenomenal. I think I played him in, you know, whatever, 40 games, and I think he had like 45 or 50 goal contributions. But I'll double check that for you. But he just scores so many goals from camp. This team does score a lot of goals. I like it. I like Di Maria. The one downside is the 2-star weak foot, but that's okay as long as you know about it. This team has 3 5-star skillers, which I actually really like. I'm not a huge skiller, but I do use a few. I want to try and get some more practice because this is the team that I think we'll be sticking with for a little while. Unfortunately, next week's FUT Champs is BPL only. So we'll put together a good BPL team and go forward with that next weekend. I think the following weekend might be a Bundesliga and La Liga Santander only team, so pretty much none of these players are going to fit in that. But this is a team I like. This is a team we really use. This is a team we can improve. So we'll stick with it for a little while. So yeah, that front line of Cuadrado, Di Maria, and Cavani, ton of pace on the wings, and then Ben Arfa at Cam, kind of because he has high-low work rates, runs off of Cavani, which is why he kind of gets so many goals and assists. He's really involved in the attacking play. I think Cavani has high work rates. I'm not actually sure about that. But he's a big guy, can put crosses in the back of the net, can knock down goal kicks, knock down long balls to the wingers or to Ben Arfa. It works really well, that front attacking 4. I really like that. Pjanic is a kind of our box-to-box midfielder. He can track back and defend when he has to, but he's also the assist before the assist kind of guy in a lot of cases. He'll make that pass that gets into a dangerous area, and then we push the ball across and score, or he'll push it out to the wing, we'll cross it in and score. He does a lot of the things like that, a lot of the box-to-box work like that. Lassana Diarra, phenomenal defensive midfielder. He's a little small, but to me, he reminds me of Conte. He's got really good stamina. He's all over the pitch. Good defending, good pace, good physical. Makes interceptions everywhere. Fantastic player. And in my opinion, really underused. I'd never even considered really using him until I went with this kind of League One setup. But it works really well. And Serge Aurier, I think, has a shadow on him. Giving him plenty of pace, plenty of defending. He was very solid, and he's also decent going forward as well. And then you kind of know about Alexandra on the other side. Similar sort of thing, offers a lot offensively, but is also very solid defensively. And then you know about De Gea, Smalling, and Bailly. They do really well back there, all on their own. So I think I mentioned it's going to be BPL only next week. I'll be making a team probably today, as I'm recording this today, and taking on Divisions run, a BPL only team. And I do just want to mention about Divisions. I have some footage of me getting into Division 2. We do get promoted into Division 2. I don't know if there's a good time to show you that. So unfortunately, I think we might just have to nix that gameplay, get rid of it. And I'm telling you guys now, I made it to Division 2. With a variant of this team, and it went really well. So I really like this team, I really do. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to switch that BPL team. So here's what I'm thinking. We have De Gea, right? But De Gea is really useful because he's, first of all, a phenomenal goalkeeper. But he's also useful because he gives those links to those 2 very good center backs that I'm very comfortable using. Without that, if we switched, let's say, Schmeichel in our weekly or monthly rewards, if we switched De Gea for Schmeichel, Smalling would be off chemistry. Bailly would actually stay on chemistry in this team because he has that Ivorian link to Serge Aurier or over on right back. But I don't want to lose that chemistry. In a BPL only team, we're going to have that chemistry, even with Schmeichel in goal. because we'll have BPL players around Smalling and Bailly. So I think for the weekend league, at least for the first few games, I'm going to try Schmeichel out. He's too good a card. He looks too cool with the red and whatever not to. Lanzini will definitely be a sub in our BPL team because he's not a left midfielder in my opinion. He's a cam. I think he's very valuable as a cam. I will get Dele Alli by the time that SBC. I will get that Dele Alli SBC. He will be our cam. Lanzini will be a sub off the bench. Can come on at cam, can come on at center mid, and can come on at the wing when players are tired. He should have enough pace. I just don't want to start him out there. Plus, we have Memphis Depay, who I really like on that right wing. So we'll play him over on the left. We'll play Deulofeu over on the right, the Everton version, who I will not get rid of the rest of the year because now he's moved to Milan. And then from there, I'm not really sure what else I'll do. I do like Alberto Moreno over at left back and Hector Bellerin over at right back. We do have Nathaniel Klein as well, but I think I'll stick with Bellerin. Really fantastic card. He has that ton of pace. We've used him before. And we will stick with the 4-3-3 formation, I think, as of now anyway. That's my plan. And as for the other midfield spots, Matic will probably fill one of them. Just to be that very defensive force. And as for our box-to-box midfielder, I haven't really decided yet. Probably we'll go with somebody like Fernandinho, who's already in the club. BPL players are going to get expensive. So the players that I'm not using in my BPL team are on the bench. I'm probably going to sell, get those coins. People need them to play in the weekend league. And so many people play in the weekend league, and there's so many coins coming out of it, people will pay good money for cards in the BPL this coming weekend. So my midfield will probably look something like Matic as the defensive, Fernandinho as the box-to-box, and Dele Alli as the attacker, and then of course Harry Kane up front. So that to me sounds like a pretty strong BPL team. Can definitely do some damage with it. I think I'd prefer this team, but that's good. And I may adjust this team again. I may try and change a formation to try and excuse me, try and adjust the personnel in there. Maybe a two striker, two cam sort of setup. I don't know yet. As I said, we'll get there when we get there, I guess. But yeah, so we're getting to the end of our weekend league games here. We started poorly. We had a couple of good runs in the middle. And let me know if you guys like this sort of setup. I think I finally hit on something where I can keep it short enough but still show all the results. Right here we have 19 wins. I think we had 17 wins with 6 games to go. So my absolute minimum goal is always 18 wins. You get automatic qualification for the next week. You get good prizes for gold 3 there. But I always want to get into gold 2, and my next goal is gold 1. So I'm really hoping for gold 1 next weekend. But we shall see. So this was a pretty easy win there, and it kind of glitched out, but that was our 21st win, and that put us at gold 2, which is the same as we got last week. We'll get this coming weekend. We'll get 2 all rare mega packs and the 1 all rare 25k pack, as well as 45,000 coins, as you can see there. We didn't get anything out of those packs in this rewards, but hopefully next week when we get them, we get something pretty valuable. Hopefully, anyway. One can only hope. EA did announce that rewards will be released on Thursdays at 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. East Coast time. So just keep that in mind. They should still come out on Fridays in my videos. And again, apologies for not having that video out this past Friday. Here I'm showing part of the Dele Alli squad. We just did the England one there. We go open the pack. We spent very, very little money because you could use so many bronze packs. So essentially that one was free. So I will keep a running tally of kind of how much we're spending on this Dele Alli card. If it's under 120,000 coins, in my opinion, well worth it. So we do this English one. We save him because he's a League One player. Actually, I think we end up saving everyone. That's going to kind of be my MO going forward. Just kind of save as many people as possible, sell people who have value. But other than that, we're just kind of try and fill up the club. You know, fill up the club. We get so many packs. Opportunity to open so many packs this year, both tradable and untradeable. With FUT Champions and the SBCs, you can just generate a lot of packs and generate a lot of players. So, so moving forward, we'll just kind of try and save as many as possible. There's that new La Liga SBC for that Suarez. We are just so far off of that. You kind of have to spend like 400, 500, 600,000 coins to get that. All of these League SBCs, unless you decide, hey, I want to spend the coins on this, it's just tough. It's just tough to kind of build up all the players, which is unfortunate. But hopefully eventually we do get some of those SBC cards and we can use them before the end of the year. So this was the Spurs one. I went Bundesliga at the back because they have a lot of cheapish, high-rated players. Those 83s, 84s, and then we go Lamela, Son, Dele Alli, and Harry Kane. This cost Harry Kane was really expensive because he's a high-rated Spurs player, so you pretty much have to use him in that squad. And we ended up paying about 35,000 coins for that player, for that squad building challenge. So we're on track. I have a lot of the English League One players. Actually, we get one right in that pack, that silver guy there. So hopefully I'll be able to do that one for fairly cheap, 20 or 30,000 coins. A lot of the silver players in the English League One are going for a ton of money though. Just because they're pretty much necessary to do the Dele Alli squad builder. Excuse me, because you need that 67 rating. But we'll see. We'll get that done, and then there's I think the clubs Dele Alli scored against Watford, Chelsea, and City, and I don't really have any players for that. I'll use that Mustafi to try and get the rating in that little Premier League squad, but we'll see. We will definitely get it at some point. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are happy with the Weekend League result, happy with the new team going forward. And I think I'll be using that Premier League team in Division 2 to kind of test it out, and you'll see that on Wednesday. I think it might also see a FUT draft in there on Wednesday because we did that FUT draft token. But I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I will see you guys Wednesday. Thanks. Bye.